afternoon, Fody. So we are tuning in with you, and you're in Leesburg, right? Am I
That's
correct?
correct. Hmm.
And tell us a little bit about why you decided first time to jump into politics and to make a change.
Okay, well, let's start with this. I belong to four different Democratic clubs here in the Leesburg area.
Which
And
club?
one of
Which clubs?
the Legacy Democratic Club, I
Mhm.
belong to the Legacy Afro American Culture Club. I belong to the Military Veterans Caucus Club,
Okay.
and I belong to the LDEC of Leesburg also.
So you've
So
been making a difference by organizing behind the scenes for a while, haven't you?
organizing, door knocking, all that kind of stuff. Yes.
I salute you. I say there's really no one more special than the folks who go out in Florida and knock on those doors to make a difference. So I want to pause before we even go further to say thank you for doing that. In addition, of course, thank you for your service. I can see that as well too. But tell us a bit, yes, again about why you chose to run.
Okay. So at my last meeting um, about a month ago, we
Mhm.
found out that there was three openings. I believe it was District 24, 25, and 26 that had no one opposing the opposition. And we
Mhm.
wanted to have every seat opposed this year. So we needed
Oh,
three volunteers. We got two. And when I went to my car, I thought about that and I said, hey, if we want to go unopposed, somebody's going to have to step up. So I stepped up for that District 25 seat to mainly for them not to go unopposed and
okay. Okay.
accomplish that. And by me doing that, we had some people behind me that actually supported me enough that I could get myself on the ballot. And once I got on the ballot, I started doing my regular things like my campaigning, getting my signs made up,
Mhm.
pamphlets, choosing my the things that I wanted to champion if I got to Tallahassee, and I start my speeches at different areas, and I did pretty good. So I feel real good about the campaign. The only thing that bothers me is that I'm going up against big money.
Listen, I understand that part. And let me ask you, what does it feel like? Because I know you've been on the other side where you've been, being that one door knocking and advocating and probably putting up signs for people and all of the stuff that great volunteers do. What's it like being on the other side now and you're the candidate?
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't know what would be involved, but I just knew that whatever I started, I would have to finish it. And
Mhm.
believe it or not, I'm learning on the job, and I have a group of people that are helping me, and they're taking up the slack for me on things that I'm not too familiar with. They're doing the legwork for me, which I really appreciate because I am 79 years old.
Oh, 79 years young. 'Cause-
But I have a great team helping me out, and I feel great because now instead of sitting down asking myself why don't they do this and why don't they do that, I'm going to have a chance
yes.
to try to do something about it. And I adopted the slogan. Um, my campaign slogan is "Let's make a difference."
I like it.
I made that my reason for joining to try to make a difference in some of the things that are going on now in the world and
And
try to get it back to sane again.
And you said that there you had to figure out what you champion. Tell us about the things that you've chosen to champion.
Okay, I have a few of them, but the three main ones is I want to protect the women's rights, their choices for abortion and the rights to access contraception, abortion, and IVF and all that kind of thing, right? I
Yes.
also want to champion the clean water, the right of clean water for everyone, for our health and for our normal use, and I want to get in there and stop these people from polluting our waters. And the
Mm,
main thing I want to do is I want to stop these companies from coming into Florida and pumping out gallons of our water and putting them in plastic bottles and then selling them back to us for a profit. A lot of
what?
people, a lot of people don't know about that, but that's what they're doing. I won't name any companies, but they're
Hmm.
actually coming in here. They're not stealing it. They're probably buying it, but it's
Hmm.
taken away from our quality of water. Okay,
Wow.
and then they sell it back to us for a profit. Can you
And,
understand?
and with not having even done much to the water, right? People
Exactly.
don't know that part. It's just.
But and my third thing I want to champion is the extension of the benefits of our veterans that have earned it and earned it over and over again. One thing I really believe that our veterans right now should have a raise every year
Hmm.
of retirement up to 20 years. Okay,
Okay.
regardless of what the budget, the deficit, and all that stuff is saying, because they've earned it already. The
Correct.
second thing that I came up with is my own. It's my idea only that I came up with when they get to long term care.
Hmm.
I'm advocating that the spouse will be able to share long term care with their loved ones, be able to share that time with them, which will eliminate two things. It'll eliminate that ride back and forth to the facility to see your loved one every day, and it'll relieve that anxiety of you feeling or wondering how your loved one is being treated in that facility because you'll be sharing that space with them. That's my idea.
That's I'm very pleased to hear that. That's not one I have heard, and it makes so much sense. I definitely look forward to following up with you to learn more about your thoughts behind that, and kudos to you for coming up with that. We talk to folks about this all the time, about why to get involved in this electoral process, and it really is that different people at different stages and different ages have different issues that they should be championing. You obviously came across one that you're seeing as something that is a stressor for people, and you're out here championing it. And thank you for that, because again, this is why we're doing this series, is to let young people know, especially young people who feel like I my voice isn't heard, right? So why would my vote matter? And we've been explaining to them that you get to know the folks running, you hear what they're championing. If it's something if there's something you want them to champion, you bring it to their attention, because that's how democracy works.
Right.
um, what have you found out in Leesburg with regards to folks voting and getting folks engaged in voting?
Well, mainly we're trying to get people to vote by mail. We call it VBM, vote by
Hmm.
mail, because we have a very large population of senior citizens
Correct.
and that can't get to the polls for some reason or another, medical reasons or whatever.
Okay.
And it's just so much better for them to vote by mail. So we're advocating that they vote by mail. The main thing. Uh,
Hmm.
the other thing is that we're trying to establish transportation for those that really. Some people really like to go to the polls. So
Yes, for
we're
some folks it's important. Yes.
in my area, we're going to start establishing rides for those people. All they
Okay.
have to do is call us, let us know when they want to go to the poll, and we'll make sure they get there and they get back from the poll. Because some people actually like to go and cast their votes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, my area, my particular community, we're lucky. We have our voting poll right on our campus, so we don't have to
Oh,
have our campus to vote. A lot of
right.
people, they're not that lucky. Okay, but we're working on it. We're working on it.
We like to share with folks too the value of early voting, because then it's so much easier to find a polling spot, get your vote done, and
Right.
just check that box early. But again, we know some folks like to vote on election day. But do you have any thoughts for anyone with regards to that?
Well, what I did was I got my crew to actually do some mailing for me. And what I
Mm-hmm.
sent them was a little package, a self addressed envelope,
Mm-hmm.
a donation slip,
Mm-hmm.
and advised them and gave them all my information and advised them if they needed any help with anything to let me know. And I would send someone out to see them and take care of their needs. Some just need you to help them fill out the forms. Some
Mm-hmm.
forms we can help them fill out and take it in for them, and some forms we can help
Yes.
them fill it out, but we can't take it in for them. But we can get them
Mm-hmm.
a stamp and an envelope to get it mailed. So
Yes.
any assistance they need, I have all that on all of my paperwork that I send out to each mailer. So
Love
that
it.
helps. Mhm.
So, Fody, tell us how we can follow you. What's your website? How can folks
Well,
get it?
I don't have a website, but I am on Facebook.
Oh, all
And
right.
and if you can see this, can you see that?
It's
Okay.
upside down for us. Yep, there we go.
This
40
would be
Merritt.
my that would be my mailer, and my information is all at the bottom there, right? This is
Yes.
what I give to everyone. Now,
Okay.
the other thing is when you flip it over to the other side,
That's
there
what
are
you're
my three
tapping in.
main my three main concerns. I
All
have
right.
many more, but that's what happens when everybody that I mail to gets these. So
Awesome.
anything they need, they have my email address, they have my phone number, and everything on one card.
I love it. Well, Fody, thank you for figuring out the StreamYard link. And you did it quite easily. And you had a big hiccup because I had to actually have you redo it. And man, you did that in a flash. I thank you for putting up with the stress of us today. And we look forward to connecting our folks with you so that they can assist in getting voters out. You can put them to work. We're going to ensure when we put up this broadcast that we put your Facebook link and your email and telephone number underneath it as well so the folks can get in touch with you. But thank you for serving. Thank you for stepping up to continue serving your country by getting into the political process. We're seeing a lot of veterans getting involved, so thank you for that.
All right, and thank you for being a very good instructor. All right.
All
Okay.
righty.
Mhm.